It's that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire. Le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi. When you can't push one more second, chase the glory. Visez haut.
USPORTS on CBC, presented by Les Championnats USPORTS, une présentation de Fox 40, title partner of the USPORTS Coach of the Year Awards, fier partenaire des prix des entraîneurs de l'année USPORTS, Veriburn Medical Supply, exclusive sports medicine and medical supply partner of USPORTS, le partenaire exclusif de USPORTS en matière de médecine sportive et des fournitures médicales. Nike Team, exclusive performance apparel provider, just do it. Fier partenaire de USPORTS, faites-le. Baron, exclusive championship rings and recognition jewelry provider to USPORTS, le fournisseur officiel des bagues et bijoux commémoratifs des championnats USPORTS. Sport Canada, funding partners of USPORTS. Sport Canada, partenaire financier de USPORTS.
What did you send me Guelph and Laval for?
I did. You're watching USPORTS Women's Rugby Championship on CBC. We have here the final game of today here in Victoria. We have the University of Ottawa versus Queens. Final of 4 games we've had here in Victoria. Going to be another great game. The winner of this team goes into the final on Sunday. The loser will go to the consolation final on Sunday. So it's all on the line. Both teams coming in with wins on Wednesday. Queens won in a very tight game against UVic, 13-10 with a last-minute penalty. And the Ottawa GGs won 36-0 against University of Prince Edward Island. So both teams are 1-1. One team today is going to be 2-2. Another team is going to be, unfortunately, 1-2. Let's get ready for commercial as we get ready and set for the final game of the evening.
This U Sports Championship on CBC is presented by Sport Canada, funding partners of U Sports. Ce reportage est une présentation de Sport Canada, partenaire financier de U Sport. This U Sports Championship on CBC is presented by Sport Canada, funding partners of U Sports. Ce reportage est une présentation de Sport Canada, partenaire financier de U Sport.
I'm Keith Lumby, along with Julia Greenshields and Chris Blackman, as we bring you coverage of today's U Sports Women's Rugby semi-final between the Queen's Gales and the Ottawa GGs on the road to the Molyneux Trophy.
Well said, Keith. Julia, your second game of the evening. Keith, your fourth. into the GG's territory and get their line out going.
It's a great way to get some yardage early in the game. A really great kick by Magali Harvey. Let's see what they can do with this line out.
Tapped back, messy ball for Magley. That was pushed back hard. They're going to scramble to reset this. Fullback taking it forward. Reset, get the forwards lined up in behind. It's a hard, fast pass from Magley. That's a broken tackle. Queens are through.
Looking for support.
GG's pouring through in defense, and they've picked up the loose ball. Their first time to move forward with it.
Great pickup by GG's.
Scrum half late arriving, seeing a gap over top. She's kicked deep. That's inside the 22. Is it going to hold up? On the wet field of play, it does. Gale scrambling, coming near to us on this side of the broadcast field. Queens settling in, looking to clear their touchline. It's going to be a kick from the base of the ruck. Scampered by the GG's. Can they make it into this corner? Great cover tackle.
Great opening start. Great opening start.
GG's into the corner.
Yeah.
No, I seen a flag from the assistant referee. I think Shanda Asmus is going to check with the assistant referee. That flag out can mean foul play, or it could be to get the referee's attention. That's that discussion happening on the near side, down in this corner. Just noticing that the score clock timer hasn't started on time, so we'll look to get that rectified. That penalty has gone against the GG's, who are now going back 10. I didn't catch an indication from the referee. I believe that may have been for a high tackle. So Queens with an early break. They're going to be able to kick for touch. That's Magley Harvey kicking.
We're just getting the clock reset here, everyone at home. So just bear with us as we get the correct time up.
All right. Queens are going to want to win this line out and secure solid ball. Front throw not handled well, but Queens does have possession. GG's lining up in defense. Queens forwards hitting it up in that first phase. Secure that ruck. And the penalty. Magley with a quick tap and go, feeds it left to her back line. There's space out wide.
There's numbers.
Queens moving it ahead again, hoping to get towards center. Lots of numbers out wide, pods of forwards on the right, a couple backs out on the left. Messy ball. Looks like it was a knock on at the back of that ruck. Ottawa GG's awarded the put in at the scrum. I believe this is the first scrum of the night.
Really great go forward by Queens. They're going to be pretty unhappy with that knock on.
We've just been provided with the replay feed here in the booth, allowing Julia to cast her expert eyes on the action and provide us with some additional commentary. That goes down very quickly at the front. I'm sure Shanda won't be happy with the binds that were made by the props. Height difference here. Front row for the Queens team looks to be about 5 or 6 inches higher across the board. That could be an advantage to the GG's if they can maintain their technique.
Good position here.
Ottawa maintaining possession, yes. Yeah. Can they ruck over this ball? No. Gales number 7.
Quick tap.
Lizzie Gibson over top of that ball. Hard straight running, quickly forming that ruck. Magley moving the ball to another pod of forwards about 10 meters off. Hard running again.
You can see the next pod already getting set up here.
And she hits behind them. Gales moving it out wide, one more offload. She's not isolated, she's got support. Queens are going to maintain possession. Oh, there's an overlap, 3-on-1. Oh, unlucky. Pass would have been the prime choice there. Queens have reset, they've maintained possession. Magley looking to go left. Hard run, great tackle by the GGs, they're not giving an inch. Fake pass to suck in the defenders, and they've gone through, cutting back inside. Support is there for the Queens Gales, firing out hard left. Is there an opportunity in that far corner? Cuts back inside and dots it down. Great opening try from the Queens Gales on the far side of the pitch.
Nicely done by Queens, just executing simple skills, the catch, pass, and going forward.
Just try to catch a number on the try scorer here. Looks like it was the standoff. Number 10, Madeline Kushner, opening the scoring for tonight. At 8:57 into the first half. 9 minutes now played, convert coming.
Maddie Kushner, 2022 OUA All-Star.
Ottawa just behind the post, gathering themselves. Obviously not the start they were looking for, however, coaches over there giving them some reassurance, trying to get their composure back. This game is just started and wants to make sure that they don't let up at all.
Strong kick.
Looks like Lizzie Gibson wide there.
First promo of the night. The beautiful game is in action next weekend with the USPORTS Men's Soccer Championship presented by RBC from Thompson River University in Kamloops, BC. Only on CBC Gem and cbcsports.ca. As the teams make their way back towards center field, Queens Gales 5, Ottawa GGs 0 in our second semifinal of the USPORTS Women's Rugby Championships here from University of Victoria Centennial Stadium.
Deep kick. Didn't go to hand, however it did go backwards. Kick back, kept in field on purpose by the Queens player. Third kick. Obviously both teams here wanted to play positional rugby. Now the Queens team being forced to run it out into a ruck. Pod's getting set up. Looks like they want to try and spin it wide here, Queens. Little slow coming. Allows Ottawa to regroup and get their defense set up.
Gales moving it through the far left side. That's taken 3 people to take her down. That's a strong run. Magley Harvey, number 9, is right there to make the pass. Hitting an inside trail support runner, mixing things up a little bit. Queens Gales hard through the gap.
Really
nice offload.
Yeah.
And that's winger 14, Amelia Stapley. She'd want to have that back. Little eager, reaching out to grab the ball as opposed to catching. Little frustration at that point in time.
Just getting a bit of support there by her colleague Madeline Kushner. I just saw she was running back, just a slap of the hands there saying, don't worry about it, get back focused, it's all good. So she's got one out of the game in terms of some nerves, and it's now time to get back into it.
That's right, it's early in the game. Amelia has an opportunity to shake it off, keep going forward.
So Ottawa GG's with the put in. You can see the Gales are expecting a kick. They've got both wingers deep and their fullback standing back by their 22. If Ottawa wants to run this wide, they've got some opportunity, but they're going to have to be speedy.
Julia Lafamuli with the feed.
Magley Harvey moving to the back of the scrum already. She knows it's going to come for her. GG's with quick recycle ball, slow pass, kick, no chasers. There's Stapley with a catch, redeeming herself for that knock on. Looking for contact, and she's found it. Her forwards there to support and ruck over. Trailing pot of forwards. One with the ball, two to secure the ruck. Can it go out wide fast enough?
There's some yellow players out wide if they can get it. A little slow now. Gives Ottawa the chance to regroup. The pace of this play, Julia and Chris, is quite phenomenal.
It's very different from the previous semifinal you've seen. I enjoy seeing Queens have attacking options on either side of the ruck, and they are doing a really good job of executing the simple catch pass.
Slow ball coming from this breakdown. GG's looking to come up hard in defense, and they've done that. Another penalty. GG's not rolling over. That's two in a row. Magley's gone quick. Unlucky on the knock on, but we're going to come back for the we're going to go with that advantage being played, that quick tap and go. Knock on from the Gales. GG's put in at the scrum.
So nice position on the field here for GG's from a set play to try and do something. They're obviously, the backs are setting up. You can see just trying to fake out the Queens team a little bit with which way they're going to go. So going to be interesting from this scrum. Various different options are available. Quick tap penalty, it looks like. Free kick.
Free kick. Yeah, I think Ottawa or the Gales weren't engaging properly. And when both teams are ready to go and the referee says, let's go, knocked backwards by Queens, they're going to get to keep playing on, taking it into contact. Well done. The forwards there for support. Hesitation from the Gales receiver on the far side of the field.
Great battle by Isaac.
Again, Queens hitting their forward standing off.
They have numbers. They just got to use it.
See the wind gusting on the field as some debris is blown around. No rain coming down right now, but the temperature's dropping. Queens still trying to escape their 22-meter line. No way through that gap. Managed to offload, but GG's right there for another quick tackle.
Some pretty hard rugby going on right now. The pace, the skill.
Great box kick from Magley Harvey. Oh, right to the try line, and the Ottawa GG's number 10, Claire Gallagher.
I'm sure she'd
knock on.
I'm sure I'd like to have that again.
Another promo for our CBC team. The best of women's university soccer is on display next weekend with the USPORTS Women's Soccer Championships, presented by Ocean Group from Laval University in Quebec City. Only on cbcsports.ca and CBC Gem.
Opportunity here for Queens to show what they can do. Nice wide field, lots of space out on the left here for the Queens backs to try and do something.
They've got a good push on. Magley's got clean ball. Nice pass to 10. loops around. Great tackle from the GGs. That was number 12, Maggie Banks. And if I'm not wrong, Maggie's father, Ryan Banks, used to play number 8 for Canada.
And I've had the pleasure of playing with Maggie Banks as well.
I played with Ryan Banks.
1 degree of separation here in our commentator's booth. Queens Gales still with possession. Recycling ball. More hard tackles from the GGs coming in. Knock on from the Gales in the back line. GGs have possession. No advantage gained. We'll come back for the scrum.
Now it's Ottawa. Ottawa's turn to have a set piece, see what they can do. Good position in the field for attacking play. Many options available. Number 8 could pick and go blind. Number 8 could pick, work with the scrum half and even come open side, or just give the backs a run. So many options available here. Let's see what Ottawa choose to do. Crowd getting into the game here. The referee has signaled a penalty against Ottawa. Could be taken.
Gales quickly moving the ball. Going backwards right now. They're going to want to get a drive on. Strong running from the Queens forwards. Breaking through that first tackle, dragging some defenders. Now there's some space out wide. Unlucky with an awkward pass. Now they'll look to reset. Outside backs running in towards the forward, so there's some support. Big pressure from GG's, forcing Nagli Harvey to knock the ball on. She might have thought that was offside. Shanda Asmus not having any of that.
This is another scrum opportunity for GG's. Let's see what they can do with this. But Queens is very powerful in the scrum.
Opportunity again for Ottawa to do something.
Just as they're resetting this, time for another promo piece. Be aware of the risks and keep doing the things that you love. Talk to your healthcare provider about meningitis B and learn more at menbeaware.ca. Scrum down, Ottawa putting the ball in. 10 meters into the Gales' half of the field. Picked up from the back of the scrum and away they go, recycling the ball, looking to move it down the right side. Trailing forwards, supports there. Chip over, putting the pressure on the winger to retreat and cover the ball, and it's dribbled out of bounds. Gales are going to be inside their 22-meter line with the line out, and will need to execute well to get out of this pressure point. Score remains 5-0 here at Centennial Stadium. Queens Gales with the only points of the night so far.
Queens line out. Front line out jumper, cleanly taken. Maul is formed, driving it forward. Now hit some resistance.
There's the penalty for the collapsed maul. Actually not rolling away or collapsed maul, either one. Nagli Harvey stepping up for the clearance kick.
They've done well with lineouts. Why not take another one?
That's the strategy. If you're winning at lineouts, take them. If you're winning at scrums, take those. "21 minutes played in this first half. Players will be needing to refocus. That's a very crooked line-out throw.
I spoke too soon.
I think the wind may
I'm
have gotten
sorry.
that as well.
I think I jinxed it.
Ottawa with the choice. They can have their own line-out or they can call for a scrum. A little bit of a discussion, and I believe the scrum has been called. Ottawa playing to their strengths, I think. Very much an attacking position. Scrum pushed off to one side of the field. Leaves the greatest amount of room. You can see off the screen of the broadcast right now, Queens Gale's defenders are deep, fullback and winger on their own try line basically. And Ottawa chooses to pick and go down the right-hand side. That winger's broken 2 tackles. Does she have support there in time? Ball was out at the back of that ruck, allowed Queens to come through and grab it. They've now got possession and are taking up towards the middle of the field. Harvey with the box kick over top, in behind the Ottawa GG's fullback. That's a very good kick. Fullback has grabbed it, looking for support, hesitates, swallowed up by a Gales defender. Manages to get support. The GGs have regrouped. They're reorganizing. Their scrum half is slowing it down. It's Julia Letremoy directing traffic. Now her own box kick, forcing the Gales winger back. She catches it well, looking to attack. Hard across the field, needs to straighten it up. Passes outside.
Got some gaps here.
Coming down the near side of the field. That's 14. She's open. She's going to break through and she's going to go in under the posts. 14.
Amelia Stapley.
Wow.
Nice try.
Making up for that early bobble earlier in the game. Hard, fast running. She slid through the back of in goal. She may have actually injured herself scoring that try. Very shallow in goal areas here at UVic Stadium, Centennial Stadium. She's jogging that off, but she's definitely going to have some bumps and bruises.
Yeah, that was a long run by Queens there. Great job keeping that ball alive by Isaac. And of course, number 14, Amelia, finishing it off.
Just watching as she, on the replay here, she gets hit right as she was grounding the ball. Of course, she hesitated in grounding that ball. She's feeling the pain. Queens gathering back at center with the score now 10-0. 25 minutes played. GG's gathering again underneath their posts. Quick time for another promo piece as that convert goes through. CBC TV is your home for the 2022 Canada Life Vanier Cup from London, Ontario. Catch the best in absolutely any university football action Saturday, November 26th at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBC TV, CBC Gem, and good old cbcsports.ca.
That was a 2-point conversion there by Lizzie Gibson, taking the score now to 12 points to 0. For the Queens conversion. Restart by Ottawa. Deep kick.
Queens electing to let it bounce. There goes Stapley again.
Giving it right back to the try scorer. She's still got gas going forward.
Queens moving it down the left side of the field. Securing ball retention at the ruck. Box kick, high into the night sky, difficult to see. GGs have caught that ball and countered with a kick of their own. It's inside the Queens 22. Away they go with a counter run to this near side of the field. Big tackle from number 11 for the Ottawa GGs, Victoria Howe. Queens back to their pod play, hitting a small group just off the breakdown. Got messy at that breakdown, some GG's players off their feet. Referee awards the penalty. Queens will be able to slow this down. Strategically look for a kick to touch to take some yards.
You could see Megali try to tap and go quick. Fumbled a bit there. And now she's kicking straight to Gigi's hands. This has become a kicking game. Back and forth.
That second kick was much nicer. GG's in the end net 20 meters. and will be putting pressure on the Gales just outside their 22-meter line. Just for those at home who are watching, the wind is still very brisk out there. We have a Canada flag off to the right of our broadcast location, and it is stiff. Breezy down on the field. We can see some debris running around, but the rain has stopped falling, so cold and windy is the conditions tonight. Gales with a drive on in their rolling maul. Gigi's defending well. It's come stationary twice now, and they're looking to push it out of bounds. Queens keeps it in, and will look to get the ball recycled. Messy for sure. Queens are going to move it into the backs.
Great job keeping that in field.
I'm continually really impressed with the pace of play here.
Unfortunately, that pace got the most of Queens, but we're coming back for a penalty. Let's see what the call is against the GGs.
Very lucky. We've
Not
seen
releasing,
that a lot tonight.
not releasing the tackler. A vocal crowd expressing their disagreements with that call, respectfully. Clearance kick from Magley has gone almost to center field. Line out directly in front of our broadcast location. Riley
Revakowski from Uxbridge, Ontario. Nice throw in.
Looks like it's gone to deck on the GG side. They have the ball. Awkward pass.
Queens really needs to transition to defense here.
They're expecting a kick. They've got 3 defenders back deep, and there's the kick, and they're right under it to catch and gather. Hard left pass. 2 more, and they've got some space. No, we're going to take it up inside. There's the support runners. Can she turn the corner? Yes. She's turned the corner.
Nice.
One-on-one.
Just one full back to beat.
Looking for support. There's the offload.
Nice
Brilliant support run. We'll get a number as soon as she turns the corner and scores, but she's going to go under the posts.
Nice how the entire Queens team are running forward to celebrate with that player too.
13, Madison Donnelly. Didn't quite make it under the posts, but a try is a try is a try. Queens now leading 17-0. We played almost 30 minutes of the first half.
So you can see in the replay, after simple hands and obviously really great support by number 13 to finish that with a try.
2-point conversion attempt coming up. I think we've been in this position before. Chris and Julia. Looks like a repeat from about 15 minutes ago.
Queens are striking from long distance. Their forwards are battering away, and they're able to spin the ball wide, and somebody's been able to turn the corner. Always like seeing a open side flanker, number 7, who's able to kick converts. It seems to be a specialty with Queens, as their other back row player, currently captaining Canada down in New Zealand, number 8, Sophie DeGoody, is their kicker of choice when she's playing for the team. And that's well struck. That takes the score to 19-0 for Queens Gales. Almost 31 minutes played according to the clocks we're looking at. Referee, of course, has the official time and will tell us when the game is, or the half is actually over. GGs will be looking to finish strong in these final few minutes of this half. Well caught by Queens. Hard hit from the GGs again.
Pod play.
Magley moves in, slow ball. She's got to pick it out of there.
Queens want to run it.
Their back row's out there to support that. Now they need to ruck through.
Just a little slow, so they're going to set it up for the forwards. Another set of forwards are just sitting off there, just to the left. Here we go. Oh, that was a nice play.
Bobbled forward. This may be a penalty. Knocked forward. I think the Queens player that picked that ball up actually came from an onside position. However, Ottawa's got a handy little spot for an attacking try just
Again,
outside the Queens 22.
Really simple, straightforward play, but we have to execute the catch pass. And of course it's slick out here, so making sure those balls go to target. Your hands are up.
Notice how the Ottawa number 8 has slid over one. She's positioned herself between the flanker and the second row for a quick pick. That's exactly what she's doing now.
Well seen, Keith. That's your back row expertise. Gigi's bobbled the ball. Unlucky at number 10. Those little mistakes are creeping into the Gigi's game tonight. They may be thinking about the score and not the process of getting to the score, just losing sight of what they need to do. Frustration from their number 10, Madeline Kushner, as she was on screen there just a moment ago. So another scrum. This time Queens gets the put in.
I'm sure Queens is feeling relieved after that knock on. Now they have another opportunity to attack.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a deep kick. There's a large area of green grass in behind the Ottawa GG's winger, and of course the Queens picks it up and comes blind. A little bit of sideways running, some hard tackling from the GG's. Queens is going to need to get there and support. That ball's been stripped forward. It's Ottawa GG's ball. Queens may have stolen it back, and they have.
I think they have, yeah.
Wow,
Really great battle in there.
3 quick changes of possession. Hard run from the Queens Gales. The steep, deep back line. Through the gap.
She's through. Looking for support.
Really great run by number 12.
Oh, she doesn't need it. Oh, yep. There's the support.
Number 12, Maggie Banks, with a great run.
The
penalty called.
Ottawa playing coming into
not getting back to an onside position.
Yeah.
So a great run from number 12, Maggie Banks.
Really great run by Maggie Banks, number 12. Unfortunate that Ottawa was offside there, but again, Queens is probably feeling relieved.
Quick shout out to Maggie Banks' parents and the Burnaby Lake Rugby Club. So Queens opting to kick for points. See the scoreboard, we're into the last minute. And a kicker has up to a minute to take their kick at points. And if done wisely, that could chew up the last minute of play.
Not only that, Chris, but from a strategic perspective, another 3 points takes it to 22, which is now 4 scores that Ottawa need to do to get back into the game and win it.
No surprise having Lizzie Gibson take this kick. She's had 55 conversions thus far. And there's another one, and putting 3 points on the board.
Ottawa crowd in front of us are on their feet. They're very happy.
Shanda Asmus, the referee, is taking us back to center, and play will continue. According to her watch, there's more time to play.
We just got to get rid of the second ball on the field.
Yes, playing rugby with 2 balls on the field is very difficult.
We just need 1 dry ball.
There we go.
Just 1 dry ball.
Restart for Ottawa.
Nice high restart. Just travels the 10 meters. Well fielded by the GGs. A perfect restart. They've maintained possession. Unfortunately, they give away the penalty. Looks to be off their feet on the far side. Tough to maintain your feet. Unlucky.
That's really unfortunate. That was such a great kickoff by the GGs. Perfect 10. Ran onto it, caught it.
Magley Harvey kicking the ball out of bounds awkwardly to end the first half. Keith?
Yeah, that's the end of the first half. Coming up in the halftime show, we'll meet some USPORTS athletes who left a mark on the world this fall, as well as unveiling one of the USPORTS Rugby Award winners. The halftime score is Queens 22, Ottawa 0. You're watching USPORTS Women's Rugby Championship on CBC.
Direct. Une offre sportive imbattable.
Incroyable ce qu'on vient de voir.
Quel échange en fond de terrain.
De la fête devant le tir de but. Touché. L'avantage numérique frappe. Quel ligne droite. Oh!
Une offre sportive imbattable. Tous nos sports au bout de vos doigts. Abonnez-vous à TVA Sport Direct maintenant sur TVA+.
Good evening and welcome back. USPORTS is a proud member of FISU, the International University Sport Federation, and in September, Team Canada participated at the FISU World University Championships in canoe sprint. We are pleased to introduce you a pair of the athletes.
For paddling, I gotta go with Adam Van Kay. Just great athlete, and of course also from home, greatest Canadian kayaker of all time. Paddlers, you got Mark Oldershaw in canoeing, is also from Burlow Canoe Club. You have Caroline Brunet a couple of years before, that was from Quebec also, but that's just to name a few. If you paddle and don't admire them, then are you really a paddler?
I have to say Laurel's face on that point. She's also a sprint canoeist, and she went to the Olympics last year. I guess sort of being one of the younger athletes at such high intensity training camps, it can be very stressful, but she was always so nice to us and very helpful anytime we needed anything.
Probably just a good old carbo load pasta. Just love a big plate of pasta, anything that's close. I love when I'm at home, I'll do this tuna pasta mixture that I would not recommend to any young athletes up and coming, but sometimes you just gotta do what it works for you. And I don't know, I did that one year, it worked, and now I just do it all the time.
But I guess maybe I wear the same sports bra for every important race.
Probably Naruto, the anime. That's that I've been into that for a lot of years. I would always go rewatch it.
I don't know how to explain this, but the Italian hand gesture, this one, yeah, I just find it suits all conversations so well.
Canada won 5 medals at the World Championship, including 3 silvers by Ottawa's Evie McDonald, who you just met a few moments ago. USPORTS' next international competition is in January during the 2023 World Winter University Games in Lake Placid, New York. And now this message from Lake Placid 2023.
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated, Ontario University Athletics.
TVA Sport Direct, une offre sportive imbattable.
Incroyable ce qu'on vient de voir.
Quel échange en fond de terrain.
De la fête devant le tir de but. Touché. L'avantage numérique frappe.
Une offre sportive imbattable. Tous nos sports au bout de vos doigts. Abonnez-vous à TVA Sport Direct maintenant sur TVA+.
This season, catch the best in Atlantic University sport excitement at home or on the go with AUS TV. Soccer, rugby, football, volleyball, hockey, basketball, and more. Tune in at AUSTV.ca. All your favorite university teams showcasing their talents in one place. AUS TV, powered by Bell Alliance. They bring it to the court. They bring it to the field. They bring it to the ice. And now they bring it to you. Presented by Subway, the official fuel of Atlantic University sport.
Hey USports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team. This USports Championship on CBC is presented by Sport Canada, funding partners of USports. Ce reportage est une présentation de Sport Canada, partenaire financier de USport.
Good evening and welcome back. Every year, USports names a player of the year in each of its sports. Here are the nominees and winner of the 2022 USports Women's Rugby Player of the Year Award.
The nominees for the 2022 USports Women's Rugby Outstanding Player of the Year are en nomination pour le prix de l'athlète par excellence de l'année 2022 en rugby féminin USport, du sport universitaire de l'Atlantique from the AUS, Brenton Como, Université de l'Île du Prince-Édouard, UPEI, du réseau du sport étudiant du Québec from the RSEQ, Marie-Pierre Fauteux, Université Laval, Laval University, du sport universitaire de l'Ontario from the OUA, Lizzie Gibson, Université Queen's University, et de l'Association Ouest Canadienne, and from the Canada West Conference, Shosana Seumanatafa, Université de la Colombie-Britannique, University of British Columbia. La lauréate du prix de l'athlète par excellence de l'année en rugby féminin U-Sport est, the winner of the U-Sports Outstanding Player of the Year in Women's Rugby is, Lizzie Gibson, Université Queen's University.
She's turning into a pro at this.
And welcome back. We're ready for the second half. Ottawa about to kick off, going against the wind.
A little bit of a weather update. You can see the rain streaming in here at the stadium. These conditions have turned ugly, wet, cold, damp, and windy.
Now that kick didn't exactly go 10, but Queens took the opportunity to play it. However, turned over, it's in the GG's hands.
Driving straight up the center, pick and go rugby, old school. Now they'll look to move it out. There's their pot of forwards. Dragging a few to looking for that outlet pass out wide. Is there speed down that far wing? There is. Great tackles. Gales getting over there in numbers. GGs are reorganizing themselves. Slow ball. They've got a pot of forwards ready to go. Great drive, great secondary drive, and the ball's knocked backwards. So the GGs, continue on.
Rain's starting to come down a little bit harder now.
Ooh, Gigi's off their feet, flying through at the breakdown. That's not a difficult fall. Also holding onto the ball at the bottom of that ruck is the call from our referee, Shanda Asmus. 22-0 here at the start of the second half of our second semifinal championship game here at the U Sports Canada Championships. Magla Harvey with a quick tap and go. Then she looks to clear the kick straight into the hands of the Ottawa GG's fullback, number 15, Aurora Bowie.
That unfortunately was a forward pass.
Crowd just looking to find their voice again after the 10-minute halftime break there. Still plenty of rugby to play. Queens put into the scrum. Good position on the field for a set piece.
Magli Harvey having a long discussion with the referee. Clearly a veteran player on the field today. Feeds the ball in, big push from the GGs. Queens hold it, ball's moved out and down the back line. Great pace coming through.
Passed over the gain line. Quick recycle needed.
No, great counter push from the GGs.
Absolutely. And the penalty.
And the penalty. That's making a statement.
You can see the coaches on the sideline getting their team pumped up.
Tap and go. Maybe not the best call, resulting in a knock on and another swing in momentum. His first few minutes have been a little bit frantic here, back and forth.
Queens splitting their back line, 3 and 3. Forcing Ottawa to set up a 3 and 2 and leaving the full back deep for a kick with this wind, which would probably go most of the length of the field.
Oh, she turning the corner again. No, hauled down by the GGs. And it's gone the other way. This is going to go hard down the far side. Great try-saving tackle. 3 meters out from the try line. GG's pouring in, looking for gaps.
Still some way to go.
Looking for the referee's arm in case there's any offside calls. Again, the GG's driving through forward. Ball's back at the feet. Again, just short of the try line.
Inch in the way here, Chris. Inch
Here's
in the
the
way.
big push.
Yes, and a try.
And the try.
Try
wow.
awarded.
And that's how you want to start your second half of a rugby game.
Great to see Ottawa back in the game. Can't get a number yet, but as soon as we do, we'll announce that to the viewers.
I'm sure the GGs had a really nice pep talk at half. They came out hot. Lots of momentum going forward, which led to a try.
Convert's not good.
22 points to 5 in the favor of Queens. 40 minutes gone, 30 minutes of rugby still to play.
I think that was number 5, Ketsia Kamba, with the try for the GGs. We're going to await an update from somebody closer to field level to give us to that. Or it could have been number 7. No. Anyways, here we go. Queens to restart. 22-5 is the score.
Deep kick. Didn't go to hand straight away.
Ottawa bringing it back into the middle of the field where they've got support players, hitting that trailing pod on the outside. Kick finds touch. Julia?
As we await the line out, I want to take a moment to note some alumni from both Ottawa and Queens who are also competing in a semifinal tonight against England. That's Queens player Sophie de Goody, who is the captain of Canada 15s, as well as Ottawa GG's Maddie Grant and Alex Ellis, competing tonight against England in the semifinals.
We wish them all the best. The kickoff is at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time.
Queens have won the line out. Scrappy ball. Not really sure who's in possession. It seems like the GGs have stolen it. Scampered around down the far side. Clearance kick. Drops in front of the fullback. Is that Maglia Harvey with the ball? Familiar running style.
Yeah.
To deck we go. Here's awkward bobble from the out half for the Queens Gales. GG's pouncing on it to maintain possession.
Referee still probably playing some advantage here right now. Probably the advantage is gone by now.
I won't disagree with you, Keith. GG's pouring it forward. Great support, quick, clean ruck ball. Moving it wide. I think that was bobbled, though. Nope.
Just kept in.
There we go.
We've got numbers on the left.
Speed out wide. Great tackle. Queens winger on the far side making that cover tackle. GG's looking at their 7th or 8th phase of rugby right now. Out into the backs.
Nice pick and go there.
GG's continuing to pour it up the middle of the field.
Making some headway slowly but surely. Crowd now starting to get behind their team. There's a gap.
Hard, strong running. GG's pressing hard down to within 5 meters of the line.
Yeah.
And we're bringing it back. Referee was playing advantage. She's not going to let Ottawa tap and go quickly. Back out to about 15 meters out from the try line. Interesting choice for the GGs. Are you going to go for touch?
The GGs have been here before. All they have to do is maintain possession, secure the ball, keep going forward.
Just a bit of a recap, that last try by the Ottawa GGs was Ketsia Kamba. Finally got the update from that on the field. 2 meters from the line here.
Slow, plodding rugby, but you're looking for a try. You don't want to make any mistakes. That wind is howling and the wind is blowing. Rain is blowing, so again, we come back. No advantage gained. Scrum down for the GGs. I think the ball became unplayable, so we've brought the scrum out 5 meters. You won't see scrums awarded between the try line and 5 meter line. All those scrums will come back out to the 5 meter line, in part to keep the back row players away from those posts. GGs are going into a very strong headwind right now. You can see the leaves blowing around on the field. Keith, from your back row years, is this a great spot for an 8-man pick and go?
You can see the number 8 has already moved over one. She's looking for a quick tap. Here
there
she goes.
Great cover tackle from the Gales flanker. That was number 7, Lizzie Gibson, with a great tackle. Static rugby again. You're going to look for some momentum. Quick ruck and move it.
That might be high.
They've gained a couple yards. I don't see an indication from Asmus. She's asking Queens to step to the back foot. There's another drive from the GGs.
They're inching their way to the line, aren't they? Here they go.
Queens tacklers are going to need to get low. They're off their feet.
Looks like the Queens defense held, and there was a knock on by the Ottawa player.
So it's going to be a Queens scrum at the 5-meter line. Making the forwards very happy when you win a scrum in there.
Really great defensive work by Queens. Very resilient.
You can just see the leaves blowing across the field right now, so that it's really picked up in the last 20 minutes. Rain is indeed coming down. Ottawa going against it, but really giving everything they got right now. So let's see what they can do here. Queens got the ball, they're running it.
I would have expected a clearance kick. Maybe they're just looking for some yards. They need to be there in numbers at the breakdown, and they aren't.
The wind is certainly picking up. Now would be a great time for a kick and just let the wind take it.
Or run it wide and see what you've got. Queens getting out to their 22.
Yeah,
I think that ball's gone into touch, giving me a chance to bring up one of our promos. The beautiful game is in action next weekend with the USPORTS Men's Soccer Championship presented by RBC from the fabulous campus of Thompson Rivers University in Kamloops, BC. Only on CBC Gem and cbcsports.ca.
It's getting a little feisty here on the pitch.
It's been a long couple of days. There's definitely some aggression to be taken out by those players.
Well, they got one more day ahead of them as well, so.
Nice win. Ooh, I think that ball went forward from the line out. Queens has possession. No, we're going to go back for the knock on. Scrum for the Queens put in.
Queens would be quite happy just to slow this down, walk slowly to the scrum. They want to take some of the momentum away from the Ottawa pack. This is their opportunity just to really slow it down. So they're playing the game right now.
You can see Magali, Harvey, Scrum Half having conversations with their back line, communicating what is it we're going to do here in this end zone.
There's the kick.
Great chase, great catch. And she's beat the defender. Lots of room down that far wing. And a cover tackle from Queens comes across.
Penalty for Ottawa.
Queens quick to retreat. Ottawa with a quick tap and go into contact. Forwards are there in support. Can they move the ball quickly? There's the advantage for not rolling away from the tackle. There's the penalty. Queens is going to retreat. Another quick 10. Tap and go from the GGs. They're pushing right up against the try line.
2 meters on the line for sure. Here we go. One more push. Penalty for Ottawa.
And I think the referee is going to have a talk with somebody. Let's see if she decides this is just going to be a warning or if she's going to reach into a pocket. Pretty clear explanation. And her hand goes towards the pocket, and here's the yellow card.
Number 7, Lizzie Gibson.
So for 10 minutes, Queens Gales will be playing with 14 on the field.
That's a big loss for Queens. We know Lizzie Gibson's been really aggressive out there. Not to mention she's got a boot.
20 minutes to play. GGs have scored the try.
They're making a game of it. 22 points to 10 now with a conversion attempt.
A little bit of after try festivities.
Really feisty on the field right now. The GGs are in it. I love that momentum. I love the aggression, but we got to keep it clean.
We'll see as we watch the replay here a little bit where that may have come from. A little bit of a stumble for the player getting up. GGs have gathered back at center. And for the convert, they're going to have a player holding the ball in place. It is literally that windy. We can see the ball bobbling around on the kicking tee. Kicking almost directly into the wind. ball got hung up in the wind big time. So the convert's no good. Queens Gales still with a 12-point lead. We have roughly 19 minutes to play in this game. The second semifinal on our way to the Molinex Championship at this week's USPORTS Championships here at the University of Victoria.
Don't forget as well, the Queens team are down by 1 player right now, so they still have an 8.5 minute, Ottawa still has an 8.5 minute advantage. Queens obviously in no rush to restart the game.
The GGs have spent a majority of this half in Queens' red zone. If they continue to play with this attitude and this aggression, I'm confident in their abilities to score again.
I would agree with you, Julia. Right now, Queens have the ball, looking to play some basic, simple smash mouth rugby. Take it up, create the ruck, pass it down the back line. Stutter really step.
Ottawa really clicked as that one.
Great counter drive from the GGs. Magley Harvey still managing to get the ball away. Queens on the outside wing. There's the pass to the number 8 out here on the wing, I think. Emily Butterworth.
Queens now deciding to take it in a little bit, and the penalty.
Ottawa not rolling away from that tackle. I would expect the Gales to slow this down and look to kick to this corner and take their luck at a line out. So we're just inside the 22. I think we've got subs coming onto the field. As we wait for that, another time for a promo. The best of women's university soccer is on display next weekend with the USPORTS Women's Soccer Championship presented by Ocean Group from Laval University in Quebec City. Only on CBC Sports and CBC Gem.
Ottawa GG's bringing on 2 reserves. When we get some numbers, we'll call out some names. Obviously time to throw caution to the wind right now for them. Time to bring on some of their impact players from the bench.
Offside, I believe, is the call. Queens are going to have another chance to put the ball into touch. Or are they looking at posts? And Magley Harvey's facing the sidelines. Kicks it down. It'll be a Queens Gales line out 5 meters from the try line. As we have a sub coming in from the sideline.
That's the hooker for the Queens, Riley
Ruakoski. And the substitute hooker who's come onto the field.
Number 17, Madeline May.
Right away, she's into the play. She's need to throw a clean line-out ball here.
Neat there that Jillian Lynott came over and gave her the call.
You can see they dried off the ball before the line-out.
Clean line-out win, setting them all at the front. They've broken away, closing in on the sideline, and they've been taken out. The GGs will be happy with that. Lost opportunity for the Gales. They didn't get their maul set properly. Ottawa looking to go quick, and they do. And they've secured the ball cleanly, taking it to ground. It's clearly their possession. There's the clearance kick into the wind. That's a phenomenal kick. Deep, deep, all the way past center. It's a 60-meter kick. Fantastic.
Now the pressure comes from Ottawa.
Queens has support players there. They've recycled the ball. Coming back down the near sidelines. Lots of space for a strategic kick here. Or a strategic run. Great tackle from the GGs.
Counter-rucking, but not effective.
Gales with the ball. Back at center. There's the kick from Magley. Nicely done by the GGs. And we've got a whistle. Referee stopping play. And is coming over to the assistant referee. who has either made a call in or held the flag out towards the field. They're going to have a discussion down in front of their broadcast booth. An explanation of what was seen.
It's like a game of charades trying to figure out what this assistant referee is trying to explain to the ref.
And we're too far away to be reading lips. But Shanda Asmus is having a discussion with the GGs, and it's a straight yellow card for number
21.
One of the subs who has only recently come onto the field.
Tylo Bossa Boom. Straight on and straight off, unfortunately.
And we got a game of 14s now.
We do, you're right.
For probably only another 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you're saying, Keith? All right. A little extra space on the field. The backs will be happy, won't they, Julia?
14 on 14. Good call there, Julia. We keep at this rate, we may get down for some sevens.
It's going to be a sevens game, guys.
And Julia gets the call in from the commentator's
booth. With just
booth.
7 minutes left in the game, there will be sevens.
Number 17 here for Queens. Madeline May with a throw.
Great catch at the front of the lineup for the Gales. The drive is on. Gigi's countering nicely. The Gales have kept that ball in field. Their whole forward pack is committed except for one or two. Here it is into the backs.
Great job avoiding that tackle.
Absolutely. I think that was number 13, Madison Donnelly for the Gales.
There's a lot of numbers here on the left here for the Queens team. Ottawa is able to regroup.
Magley making the pass out. Hard run back inside. Maggie Banks again.
She's
makes
done
a move.
This before.
Straight arm down in front of the posts. Support arrives. They're looking to move the ball quickly. There should be space out wide for somebody to run in.
Lots of space.
Gigi's covering nicely in defense. Gales are reset. Maybe looking to find Maggie back in the middle of the field. Clean, secure ball for the Gales. There she is again. Awkward tackle, and she spills the ball forward. It's now Gigi's ball. Advantage being played.
Probably
going to
run it
down this near side.
Here we go.
Great cover tackle from the Gales.
Great pickup.
I think we're going offside. Gales coming in from the side, never behind the last foot.
Grace Anderson there just being called out by the referee.
And there go the GGs on a quick tap and go. That's their number 10, their standoff, Claire Gallagher. They're already into the Gales' end of the field. Wind howling across the field as you see the leaves coming across at home. GGs have slowed the pace down, or the Gales have slowed the pace down. Either way.
Loose ball.
GG still in possession. Strong tackle coming in from the Gales. I think they may have possession now. They do. Oh, Magley looking for a kick. It's blocked by the GGs. A bit difficult to tell what's happening on that side of the field here, folks.
GGs have possession. Penalty called.
Not releasing. Ball carrier was on the deck, and one of the Gales players was on her feet wanting the ball. Looks like we have a cramp.
All of a sudden,
three subs for the Queens Gales coming on.
I believe Lizzie Gibson's back on from the yellow card earlier.
So 15 against 14.
As we enter the last 10 minutes of play in our final of 4 games from here at UVic. Quickly go to another one of my promos, our promos. Be aware of the risk and keep doing the things that you love. Talk to your healthcare provider about meningitis B and learn more at menbeaware.ca.
Good kick there by Queens, but didn't make touch, so Ottawa obviously picking it up and running it back. Good, solid defense. Ottawa still have it. Now, go ahead, Chris.
Ottawa's going to need to pick the pace up here.
I was going to say something similar. I was going to say that Queens are forcing them to take the ball now 70 meters down the field.
Oh, there's a deep kick. Hasn't hung up in the winds. Queens lets it bounce. They've gathered.
Here goes number 11 for Queens.
Back into Amelia's hands. We've seen this speed before.
Great cover tackle there. Crowd are really enjoying this.
That Maggie Banks in the middle again? Believe so. Queens maintaining possession at the breakdown. Magley having to reverse the play. She's gone back out to the right side. Another successful ruck for Queens. Grubber kick through. Who's chasing it? GG's get down on the ball. And they've maintained that possession. Quick scamper around the left side of the breakdown. Slow ball for the GGs. Queens have nobody covering back. There's acres and acres of green space if the GGs want to kick. Stapley has come across and covered now. There's the deep kick.
They must have heard you.
Not played well by the Gales winger. Fortunately, that ball bounces into touch. So we'll come to a stoppage in play momentarily. Queens will trudge back to set up for a line out.
I think the Ottawa player has now come back on the field as well. I think we're all equal at 15-15.
Some quick counting will tell us where we're at there, Keith.
Referee just wanted to make sure that both teams are getting set up for the lineup, leaving 1 meter of distance. Some more reserves coming on, impact players for the Queens team. Short line out at the front, cleanly taken by Queens.
It was straight, play has continued. Looked a little awkward at this angle. Queens have the ball. Dangerous pass out the back line and back again. Queens have gone down on the ball, scrambling to get back in support, and it looks like they've secured it. There's the kick back. Relieves some pressure. The GG's going to look for an attack window here. Back into the middle of the field where the forwards are. Running back to secure that ruck.
Yeah, running back into the support of the forwards. Well, Ottawa's still going.
Ooh, that pass was fired way out the back. Ottawa scrambling backwards. Gales are right there. GGs have done well to maintain possession again.
Really interesting right now on a wider view of the field. Queens have got 3 players back, not just one full back, but both wingers have dropped completely back. Obviously want to have a second line of defense in case Ottawa breaks through. Prepared for the kick, obviously.
Wide ball out here for the GGs. It's their fullback coming through. Looks for inside support. Well caught by the Queens Gales. Great bit of skill. Gales looking to regain momentum. Slowing the ball down. Hitting forwards at pace from depth. It's been a stretch without a whistle. There's nobody else out there. There's the clearance kick. Looking, oh, and that's gone straight into touch.
Just looking over on the far side of the field, Dan Valley, the coach for Queens, I think he's used up most of his impact players on the bench.
Quick time for a promo here, Keith. CBC TV is your home for the 2022 Canada Life Vanier Cup from London, Ontario. Catch the best in university football action Saturday, November 26th at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBC TV, CBC Gem, and cbcsports.ca.
Looks like Ottawa's trying to take a quick one, want to take a quick one. Clock is marching on. 5 minutes to go. They want to keep on pushing. Queens, I think, using their last sub. Scrum half for Queens coming off. Magali Harvey, I believe, saving her for Sunday's game. Penalty to Queens. To execute this. 4 minutes to go. The score is 22-10 to Queens. Julie, what are your thoughts of the game so far? It's been an end to end. I mean, it's been a wonderful way to close out the fourth game here today. But I won't put any words into your mouth. What are your thoughts for the game so far?
No, you're absolutely right. It's been an aggressive game too, which I respect. I love the grit in these players, and I hope to see it to continue into the finals. That's what makes a really great final game.
Certainly do indeed hope that some of the Canadian coaches, national coaches, will have an opportunity to watch some of these games that we've seen here today, perhaps some of the replays and what have you. There are some phenomenal athletes out there, and I'm sure we'll see some of them supporting the Canada shirt down the road.
Absolutely.
7s or 15s, maybe even joining you.
Yeah, I mean, I've played many games with a lot of the players you're seeing today.
You have, eh?
Oh, yeah.
GG's with some offensive momentum as we wind into the final 3 minutes of the game. Sure, it would feel great for them to get a try or two right in the last minute here. They're only down by 12 points, so 2 converted tries and they've got the win. Sideways run and the GGs have reset. Aggressive defense from the Queens Gales. A bobbled ball from the GGs. Got pressure finding its way into the play. Queens will have to put in at the scrum. Seeing a sub come on for the GGs.
With just 2 minutes left in the game, a good strategy for Queens is just maintain possession, kill the clock. Don't risk anything. Don't risk an injury.
You're right. They've got to be thinking right now for the game on Sunday. Coach has said Dan Valley would be looking at some of his key players, make sure that they're off and that, as you said, Julia, don't get injured.
Still need to play with that intensity that allows you to be going into contact strongly. You don't want to step it down into second gear. You need to stay in fourth gear. You just play smarter and perhaps a little more efficiently.
Very physical game here today. I'm sure a lot of these players are going to probably have an ice bath after. There's going to be some bruises that they're going to be feeling.
Strong push from the GGs. They've won this ball against the head and taken the pick and go to the right-hand side. I believe that's their number 8. Georgia Stewart with a great pick and go. GG's contributing, continuing the pressure. Counter ruck coming in, fended off by the GGs. Reset one more ruck. Pick and go. Those backs are looking like they're eager for the ball. Forwards are not wanting to let it go. Time on the clock is running out. Strong tackles from the Gales in close to their own try line. GG's continuing to push it up close. Queens standing on the try line, ready to push forward hard in defense. Advantage to the Queens Gales indicated. Knock on from the GGs. Unfortunate. Hard work in winning that scrum against the head. All lost down on the try line. 5-meter scrum. Queens Gales are going to get the put in as time is ticking away. We've gone past 70 minutes.
Clock is at full time. Perhaps the last play of the game. Are Ottawa able to at least be able to hold the head up high and close it out with a try? Either way, it's been a phenomenal game.
I'll just give everybody the heads up that our Nike Team Player of the Games awards are going to be presented by Mark Alfano, the Director of Sport at USPORTS. We'll get to those winners in a bit.
Again, the number 8 for Ottawa has moved over between the flanker and the second row. Probably looking for a quick pick.
And
She goes.
Tylo Borsboom, number 21.
Oh,
great
just pulled
tackle.
Down. 1 meter short.
Knocked forward again.
Don't think the referee saw it from the other side of the ruck.
And I don't know that the assistant referees called it in. Gigi's might be able to punch one in here. Play continues. You can see Shanda in a great position as a referee, blows hard on the whistle. She's gone to the penalty.
And you can't end the game on a penalty, so Gigi's have another opportunity.
Tap and go. Strong run. Gale's defenders right there. That's a massive body. He's really close to the try line. Gigi's with a picking drive. And they're in for the try.
Yeah. Nice way to end.
All that hard work finally pays off. You can see their excitement and running back to center field.
They still feel that there may be an opportunity.
I believe that's game, but it's up to the ref. There could be some overtime.
We're certainly going to see the convert. Gigi's are asking for the kicking tee.
I believe the Ottawa GGs know that the game is over. They circle back around as a group here at center field.
Their number 10, Claire Gallagher, is going to kick this final convert. Swirling wind. This will be a difficult kick in anybody's books, but certainly this late into the evening, 8:32 local time. End of a long day, cold, wet, windy conditions. Left-footed kick, she struck it well, straight through the middle. Phenomenal. 22-17 on the scoreboard. Queens Gales off to the championship, but a massive battle from Ottawa. Didn't give up, scoring the final try with the convert.
Yeah, Queens came out on top. The first half was 22-0 for Queens, but I have a lot of respect for Gigi's coming out in the second half. I believe the ball was in their hands the majority of the second half. To finish a game 17-22 in a semifinal, the Gigi's should be very, very proud of themselves.
And at this point, we're going to throw it over to a break.
Hey USports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Announce it just yet.
Okay, how do you say it? Siobhan?
Well, what an entertaining last game of the day here. We have the Queens Rugby team on the left here after their win, 22-17 over Ottawa. Ottawa very gallant in their defeat here, standing proud. The crowd here as well. I don't quite know if you can see it, but the crowd are on the feet, clapping and celebrating for a wonderful game we just witnessed. It was a great end to the day. 22-17, Queens over Ottawa. I think we're now just going to get the player of the matches.
Julia, why don't you announce the winners of the Nike Team Player of the Match as we see them awarded on the field?
Perfect. Congratulations to Queens number 6, Siobhan Sheeran. Great match by Siobhan.
Not a name we called, probably mostly because it's been difficult to see the numbers on the jerseys tonight. The TV screen makes those numbers look huge, but I can tell you from our vantage point, they weren't very big.
And Gigi's number 5, Ketsia Kamba, for Nike Player of the Game.
One of the try scorers for the Ottawa Gigis had some strong rambling runs up the middle of the field. Perhaps a name we'll see again one day, perhaps in a red jersey.
Well, what an absolute entertaining day of rugby. It's 8:36 Pacific Standard Time. On behalf of myself, Keith Lumby, Chris Blackman, and Julia Greenshields, our final score today, Queens 22, Ottawa 17. On behalf of our entire USPORTS on CBC crew, thank you for joining us today. Goodbye from beautiful Victoria, and of course, go Canada, go. The women's national team 15 started about 7 or 8 minutes ago. We're all going to go and watch it on TV as well, as I know you are. Go Canada, go.
USports on CBC, presented by Les Championnats USPORTS, une présentation de Fox 40, title partner of the USports Coach of the Year Awards, fier partenaire des prix des entraîneurs de l'année USPORTS, Veraburn Medical Supply, exclusive sports medicine and medical supply partner of USports, le partenaire exclusif de USPORTS en matière de médecine sportive et des fournitures médicales, Nike Team, exclusive performance apparel provider, Just Do It, fier partenaire de USPORTS, faites-le. Baron, exclusive championship rings and recognition jewelry provider to USports, le fournisseur officiel des bagues et bijoux commémoratifs des championnats USPORTS. Sport Canada, funding partners of USports. Sport Canada, partenaire financier de USPORTS.